Jason Mushman here. Been working on her, boys. I haven't been able to make movies because I've been going to a different other location, Lake Customs, over in a neighboring town. Good buddy of mine, a couple good buddies of mine. We've been working on her. You can see I got the ATAC put back on, and there's no gaskets available, and I got lazy. So as you can see, I used a little high temp RVT on there. It's not leaking yet. You can see the holes that we had that I welded, and I just left them. I mean, what? This thing is, all the patina needs to match. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. This I'm going to wait until I have the correct fasteners for. I feel like Kaplan Cycles. I got my own cheat sheet here, the stuff we've been doing. The muffler was mounted just in the fender, and now as you can see, we put a piece of solid rod, slid that in there, welded it, welded another for frickasaker on the side of that thing. So we've got, and then I did a bunch of bending, and we got it. It's all, and this subframe is actually really straight. You know, the whole bike, I mean, the rear fender is a little schwacked, but the bike is straight. Let's see here, what else I did. We got a splash guard custom, as you can see, custom Lake Customs splash guard on there for the shock. It's a proprietary bucket, a children's sand bucket from the sandbox. Cut her down, shaped her in there. It's gonna work sweet. And doing that, I found out that my bump stop is gone on the shock, so that's gonna be the next one that goes in. But I'm not gonna be really jumping this thing a lot. The riding that we're gonna be doing is mostly trail, just messing around on some like grass tracks and stuff like that. No real jumping or nothing. I found one of these in my inventory. This was missing. So they just had like a piece of something in there as a spacener. So I found that in my Jason Mushman inventory. Yeah, other than that, like I say, I rode it quite a bit. A couple weeks ago, as you can see, we're in springtime, Wisconsin. It snowed, and yesterday it's supposed to snow again tonight into tomorrow. But the thing really runs well. I looked in 2vintage's videos of it when he had this cover off that there's no time on that clutch. I mean, this thing is a pretty low use bike, really. And it's got this hole here which tells me sand flag, probably this hole right here, sand flag, probably from Michigan. I'm thinking this bike was originally. But I supposedly got a line on some new tires, or at least a new back tire. The new front tire, the thing actually does really well. You wouldn't think so. I mean, tire technology has changed several times since this thing. It's a chin-shing on there. So that, I don't know if that's original or not. Yeah, I gotta get the case slider still, or the chain slider here for the swing arm. But when you're on it, it doesn't really, there again too, I'm not jumping it much. I want to get a chain and a rear sprocket. I think it's a 54. And it's hard to find those. It's hard to find a 54 these days. Yeah, other than that, she's ready to rip. Front brake, he put a new front brake caliper on, a Chinesium front caliper, and that thing actually works really well. I mean, I'm a front braker, so yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to put on a riding boot, and we'll fire this thing up. Let it run a little bit.